29 presidents confirmed their presence on the swearing-in of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Welcome to CGTN. My name is Derek Kamyanga. Let's look at the top stories and come back with the news in detail. But before the top stories, we're going to be joining our correspondent who is standing by for us in Uganda to let us in on the minds of different Ugandans. What are they thinking of this sixth term of the president? The promises that he did promise them in the fifth term. How far has he fulfilled those promises, and at what percentage did he fulfill those reports? We're going to be joining our correspondent live standing for us in Kampala. But for now, let's look at the top stories and come back with the news in detail. Museveni swearing in set for 12th May this very month. What does that mean for Uganda? India's numbers for coronavirus surging as a new strain hit Mumbai. Welcome back from the top stories, and at this particular moment we're going to join our correspondent Mugisha Peter, who is standing by for us with some Ugandans who are going to be shedding a picture for us and throwing more highlight on the fifth term of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni before him swearing in into his sixth term of presidency. They're going to be telling us more about that. Mugisha Peter, thank you very much for joining us live on CGTN. Let us in on what is transpiring over in Ugandans. And Ugandans, what do they think of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and his sixth term? Hello Peter, talk to us.
Yes, Derek.
What is the mood like in Uganda right about now?
This is Peter Mugisha reporting in from Kampala. There's a lot of fear mounting in the masses of Uganda as a result of political unrest. Here in Kampala, at least I would think having armed men dressed in army uniform is the order of the day, right from State House to the streets of Kampala. Many Ugandans think he did not win the election, but the Electoral Commission declared him president.
So let me interject in there. What are Ugandans thinking about the promises President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni made in his fifth term? Did he fulfill them, and at what percentage? Since you interviewed most of the Ugandans, what did they tell you?
Majority of the Ugandans believe that the promises he made in the fifth term were to no extent fulfilled. As when you walk into the villages of Kampala and other rural areas, you will find that the roads that he made his main emphasis are still the way they were before he sworn in the fifth term. And up to date, you get to see the families. He talked of making the families better, making lives of Ugandans better. But it's to no extent. If people in Kampala are still starving and a day they fail to get a meal, he promised $3, at least a family to be in position to get $3 a day. And to some extent, you may think this has failed out, and this is one of the reasons that's why.
Allow me to interject in there. Let me pick your mind on the opposition parties. What are they thinking about this? Have you managed to meet some of the opposition leaders to give you their mind on the swearing in of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni right now?
Yes, the majority of the opposition leaders believe that the elected president who was declared by the Electoral Commission is not the president who won the elections. And this gives you an explanation as to why there is too much of the army in the street, on the streets and everywhere in Kampala, because there is a lot of opposition. They believe this president who is going to be sworn in is not the right president to swear in. So this gives you a view of what the opposition is thinking about him.
Thank you very much, Peter, for that report. We'll be joining you more and more to let us in on what is transpiring over in Uganda. Much and more after this short commercial break. Thank you.